Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go ahead and start getting back on cleaning these up. We're getting rid of the half moons. We've already made and cut all of the fillers. I just gotta clean them up and trim them up, and we'll get them all fit. So we'll get on that now. Doing a little bit of cleanup. Cleaned up all these spots here and then the ends of here. So when those two edges are together, the material's clean. So I picked up this little tool and you get to watch me try it. I've never used it, just got it. It actually just got dropped off by Amazon a little bit ago. It's a little beveling tool. So we're gonna see if it's what the hype's about. Because what I'm gonna do, since these are just cosmetic and not structural anymore, I'm going to bevel this side and then bevel this side, and then I can fill that and then grind that smooth without worrying about it not being welded properly. Because if you just weld the flat, don't bevel anything, and weld this flat on top of there, when you grind that off, all that material is going to be gone. All right, let me set up the camera where you can watch closely, and let's see how this thing works. That was quick. Not bad for what I'm doing with them. That's as far as they go. I wish it would bevel a lot more, but that's not bad for what it is. I'll definitely take it. And when I do this other piece beveled like that, it'll leave me, like I said, it'll leave me room to weld in there and enough meat that when I grind that smooth, it'll still have some material to hold it. All right, let's set up the camera and get these finished. This is where we're at. I had a little lip on each one. I need to clean off the sides, make them perfectly smooth. And then a minute ago, I did a test on one of these. I just saw it up right here. And then you can see the bevel on it. I still either have to trim these down more, or I gotta knock these out. But that bevel will essentially, get that in there. The bevel will essentially give me, like I said, some meat to weld to. Get in there so you can see. So I'd be able to weld that groove, and then when I grind it flush, there's still meat holding all that together. But this one's fun. You gotta hold this a certain way and do these individually, carefully. But we'll set up the camera and let you guys watch me carefully try to do this. That wasn't so bad. Worked out pretty nice. Nice and consistent. So now I just have to fine tune each one for its hole. But like I said, I have a nice bevel. I tried to get a cool little video and, well, as you saw, I forgot to turn or hit record. All the fillers are tacked into place. Like I've said before, there's a nice bevel there. So I can weld this here, weld that there on all of them, and then I can grind that flush and you'll never know. And like I said, these I really didn't have to bevel. These are just cosmetic. They aren't structured. So I could have just done less than a bevel and just butt welded them. But like I said, I want to do it right. And this is how it should be done. You should have a bevel. So like I've said, when you go to grind that smooth, you still have the material that you filled the bevel with. All right, well, let's get on filling these. Fully welded. All those plugs are in and welded. It's a shame that we have to smooth all of those pretty welds out. That looks pretty cool. So next, like I said, we'll smooth it out. And then once we get these all cleaned up, I'm not sure if I'm gonna just leave these factory, or not factory, the previous person that built it, leave their welds, or maybe I'll cut those off and at the same time cut this material back as far as these plugs were, and then I could fully weld these. I'll have to ask the customer and see what they decide. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications. These are good to go. We'll get these back on place on the truck, and we'll start figuring out the shocks. We have them, I believe, in that tub. I'll set the fuel cell in its place once I get the cantilevers back in, and we'll start figuring out where we're going to be able to put shocks on this. These are the shocks that are being used. These go on the front, and these will be used for the rear. So I'll get these compressed and get a length, and then get a length for fully extended, and then we'll start mocking them up. There's not really much room back here. I could put them up front and make a shock tab. But what I might do is just add 2 tabs on here, out far enough, but then bring it up. That's pretty far out. I'm not sure. Let's see what we can make work. Here's the idea I came up with. This is the frame right here. This part right here will bend. Or I'm just gonna weld this piece on. There'll be 2 of these. And this hole is for a stud, because I needed a hair higher and further over than welding a stud directly to the frame. So I figured something like this. Don't mind all the lines, it'll draw it better inside. So let's check it out. Let's go see what we can do inside on Fusion. So this is what I've come up with for the shock mount. It'll have a tab there going that way, and then one more on the opposite side, and it'll be 1 inch apart. All right, so let's set the parameters and let's cut it. cut and ready to go. This will be, like I said, each side. And then this, I'll prep these, we'll get these all tacked up. And then we still have to make the tabs for the lowers. The lower of the shock mount will go to the axle. So let's clean these up and get these prepped. Went ahead and welded them up so they're ready to go. Not much of a weld, but they're there. Cute little things, aren't they? So this is the shock mount. These rubber will come off and then it'll go through here. This piece here, the nut and washer, will come off there, and then this will get bolted to here, and this will get welded on the side of the frame. See if it's hot. Yeah, it's still pretty warm. Those pieces there, look at that fan, feels good. They are gonna get welded down this bar to here and hang out to about right here, and then I'm gonna weld some tabs off of this, so the shock's gonna sit right up and down here. But before I do that, I don't wanna weld with the brand new wheels, so I'm gonna push that stuff over there, over out of the way, the Ford over, take it off of the dollies. I'm gonna pull it out for a few minutes. That way I can take this and scoot this over out of the way and take the wheels off and be able to tack everything to it and weld the shock tabs up top and down below. And then we can go ahead and start to take this bad boy apart. All right, that's more like it. Now I can take those back wheels off and get these shock mounts tacked on where they're gonna go. Like I said, I don't want to take the chance to mess these up. This will go like this. I gotta clean down this or notch this for there's welds right there. It'll sit like that. And like I showed you before, the stud will stick onto there. Okay, let's just drop it. And then this will be like that. Like I said, I'll make 2 tabs down here that come out, and then that can mount here and there. Then, once we get the shocks on, then I gotta see how that is hitting. I've gotta trim that and then drill the holes to bolt it down. All right, that's gonna be it for this one. So if you wanna see me finish and get this frame, like I said, the shocks put on, fuel cell mounted, then we'll start tearing the body off the chassis. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.